All right, I'm out at job number 19963, Dynon Avionics, asphalt, curb, seal coat, stripe. Here is a map of the facility. Let me turn it in the direction that I am at right now. So over to the left of the building here, where the parking is where I'm standing right now, here in Woodinville. And there's been a change of scope a little bit on the extruded curb. So currently right now, we've got letters, I think A through D marked on this drawing, or excuse me, A through E. All right, so one of the things that we're going to change is D is going to be removed, that 8 feet, and we're going to adjust letter B by about 8 feet, and then on A we're going to increase it a little bit. Okay, so let's do this. Letter D. Right now, letter D is, I'm standing right here where my thumb is. If we go around the corner of the building and you get into this back corner, you'll see that there is letter D. And letter D has 8 feet of curb back there. And we're going to take that out. And instead, we're going to put letter D right here where you see 39 feet. And it's kind of circled by my thumb. There's multiple locations here of curb that we need to fix. So take out that 8 feet on letter D and plug in 39 feet. That 39 feet is going to be in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, in the third stall here. We're going to go from joint, from joint to joint, which is right underneath the car here, plus a little bit of patchwork right on the end of the joint. And then as you get out into 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's the 5th stall here, looking at the front of the building here, the 5th stall, you'll see that there's some curb eroding here. They want to fix this too. And that curb goes from that joint in the 4th stall. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And the 4th stall goes to the 5th stall. And then the last stall goes from this point right here. So a little bit of patchwork right there at that joint. Kind of broke off on both ends. Go all the way around the corner and out to the front here. So that's going to be right where my thumb's at. Right there. Okay? That means from the entrance here, get some focus here, that last piece is right there on that curb. And then those other 2 or 3 are right in this area. So that's 39 feet for letter D. That's replacing the curbing that was all the way down there. That was like 8 feet. Okay? So that's that. Let me take you around the building here towards the back. And when I get around the back, I'm going to show you some changes to the curbing for letter A and letter B. Hold on. Okay, I didn't make it all the way to the corner yet because I was asked to do a piece of curb right here to fix. So this is 10 feet from here to that joint. We're going to add 10 feet of curbing onto this letter A. Okay, so we need to mark it. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Let's just add some letters here. So let's say that this is letter F right here. Letter F is going to be 10 feet. Then letter G is going to be, I told him we had to go to the joint. So we'll fix from here up to the joint. So you got 4 feet there for letter G. Okay. So those are letters that we've just added to this curb quantity. So you come around this corner and you got the first stall here, which is on the northwest corner of the building. I already have this as letter A. I want to make sure that we're going to cut out the correct spot. It's going to be cut right there and taken out, and we'll saw cut right there. There's no joint, but we'll saw cut right there. So that's the 11 feet under letter A. All right, so on letter B, we've got, letter B is 35 feet, okay? So on letter B, that 35 feet is around this corner by the first loading dock. Originally I said we'd go from the wall all the way out to this curb right here. We're still going to do that, but he wants to leave this 8 feet right here from joint. Actually, it goes up there from joint to joint. He wants to leave that and use that 8 feet right over here in this first stall by the stairwell. Okay, so you got this first stairwell and you got this second stairwell. They'd like to replace from here, this joint, and down to the corner. We can either saw cut right there, which is what I would probably do, and then just leave this corner, or you can take the corner out, but let's just saw cut right there. Okay, so that's at the northwest corner of the building. He wants to take that 8 feet from over there, that loading dock, and use it right here. So we need to mark that as like maybe B1, call that 8 feet, and then change this over here, letter B, to what is that, 27 feet. Under letter B, go 27 feet, leaving that little chunk, and then putting in as B1, 8 feet over there. Okay, and then last but not least, I've got this whole property. So up here on the northeast end, and then east, and all the way around the building, which is down here and around the corner, the asphalt looks pretty good. But the drive aisle coming in and all of this has alligator asphalt. I would like to get a price for asphalt added to this job, and that is to do a full depth grind and overlay down this whole drive aisle. This drive aisle is 30 feet wide. So if you don't mind going on the aerial map or on Google Maps and go all the way down to the end of the property before you hit that stall where the shed is. If we take this whole drive aisle all the way down and do a grind, 3-inch grind and overlay on this whole drive aisle, plus, as you can see on my drawing here where my finger is, where that curb is right there, half of the drive aisle that goes down to my thumb, I'd like to include that as well. So that means up here around the corner, mind you, I've got a price for this little area already for the asphalt, so let's not worry about this little corner piece. But from the curb here all the way up to the last stall where that truck is and over, you've got like 15 feet here by whatever the dimension is here. I'd like you to include this as a 3-inch grind and overlay, 3-inch grind and overlay, and then also take from this stall, which is right down the center of the road here, I'd like you to include all these stalls all the way down to the end of the property as a 3-inch grind and overlay. Grind and overlay in here. I know there's going to be some work here around these planters, probably with an excavator, a bobcat. Those stalls as well, and then all the asphalt that goes up against the building here. Okay, and come out from the building to the drive aisle like I told you to do. Exclude from that wall, or basically from the drive aisle, exclude anything that goes from the end of this drive aisle and over. Don't put that in there. Okay, so if we get a price on that, that would be good. Also put into the price 1, 2, 3, 4 speed bumps that are approximately 30 feet by 2 feet. Add those into the price too. I'm going to give a bid option for that asphalt because they might consider doing that as well. Okay, any other questions, let me know. As far as staging goes in here, there's tons of staging that we can use. They said that we could have access to, so no worries there. And I think that is it. All right, any questions, let me know. Thanks.